The purpose of the C21 trip is meant to increase our awareness of the world and to teach us about the culture, agriculture, and the infrastructure of the country. It was also meant to help the needy at the Salvation Army and to help them out in their chores and interacting with them. The first the first stop was a bee farm where we learned how the honey was being harvested and the different ways that they built the hives. Well, the bees built the hives. We then headed over to the home for the mentally challenged children and they taught us some simple handicraft objects where we actually had a very great time.
On the second day, we traveled back to the Salvation Army to interact with the children yet again. We participated in their aerobics class and saw how fluid some of them were in dancing. They were able to pick up on the rhythm of the song and construct their own dance sequences quickly. We saw that although the children were different from us, they still enjoyed the same activities we did, such as playing on the playground. We helped move some pots around and rid the grassy area of leaves. They showed us some of the handicraft that they created and what they were selling to gather funds for the home. After lunch, the children showed us some of their dance sequences while we presented skits, breakdance moves, and simple songs. The teachers and students were invited to join in a game of musical chairs. Through this experience, we learned that even though people were different from us, we could not treat them differently. We also learned how to manage our behavior around those with special needs so as to not to offend them or cause any misunderstandings. We learned how to be socially aware of our surroundings and the people around us.
Gentle.
Our center is a multi disability, not focused like autism alone or Down syndrome. We have a multi disability here. So each and individual child have their own problem. You see, difficulties. Parents have expectation also different. We don't have a standard format to say we have these are the problems we have. No, because we have all multiple disabilities, so we have to see to their individual strengths and weaknesses. Okay, that's what our challenges are here. Because we have to learn how to understand them. Individual child is different. If we have, for example, Down syndrome, all are Down syndrome, we have a main format, you see. These are their characteristics, these are their weaknesses, these are their strengths. So we just easy to follow their format and then we work on them and then we try to improve.
Okay.
Is that all?
Yeah, that's all. React to the aerobic classes that we did just now.
Sorry, aerobic. We every week we take turns to do. Like today, we all YTP turn, so we do the aerobics.
Okay.
Aerobics to let them warm up and do some exercises.
And how the trainings carried out?
Training, actually, last time we have one volunteer who come and train the children, but now no more teachers do. So the teachers will make the children individually to perform. Ask them to do the exercise. So everybody will follow up.
How does it benefit the kids? How does
Sorry?
it really benefit the kids?
Huh?
How does it benefit them?
Benefit them. Like those are the fat ones will lose weight.
I feel better.
To exercise, at least they don't feel restless, you see.
Yeah.
Actually, our children, they are very active.
Okay.
No doubt they are fat and round. But they like to, dance and then do exercise.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steps, of course, we have to give them time.
We visited a famous historical water fountain which the British built, as well as the Church of St. Francis Xavier. We learned about the history of the church and the struggle of burying St. Francis Xavier in Rome. We then traveled to Kuala Lumpur and visited the World War II Memorial. After that, we then drove past Little India and Chinatown before stopping at the Twin Towers for a photo stop.
On the fourth day, we visited the Forest Research Institute of Malaysia, also known as FRIM. FRIM is responsible for studying the vast number of plant species that exist in Malaysia and possibly replacing extinct species. We were taught about FRIM's history before Malaysia's independence and how they could put certain types of wood to use. Later, we went on the jungle trek that took us through the thick undergrowth while we were taught about the various plants and flowers in the area and their adaptations to the climate. When we were done, we hiked up to the canopy walk that stretched above the treetops. The beautiful view was worth the perilous walk across the flimsy bridge. After Frim, we went to the police museum where we learned about the police equipment and history. We were also given a better insight into the role the police played during the harsh times Malaysia faced, such as the Malayan emergency.
Today we visited a rice paddy field where we learned about the history of rice. We saw there are over 16 hectares of rice plantation, and we also found out about the different crops the farmers grew for income, such as papayas, bananas, and corn. We also found out that Malaysia produces 75% of its own rice, 25% the rest of it, which is imported. We also learned how to differentiate brown rice and white rice at the center.